going on, guys? I'm JR Cryptex. I've been in crypto now successfully for 6 years, full time. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over what's next for Bitcoin, but more importantly, what's next for the altcoins, because that's where you're going to make the serious cash, right? Like Bitcoin's already quite high. It's roughly, where's the chart? I've got it on the other screen. It's currently sitting at 97,000, 98,000. So Bitcoin's already quite high. You're going to make some serious gains on the altcoins. This is a very important video. Watch to the end. It's going to make you guys some serious money. So we're going to go over what's next for Bitcoin. More importantly, what's next for the altcoins. So remember to like and subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, guys, so we're just on the Bitcoin chart over here. And as you can see, we had a breakout on the 5th of November, and we've gone up 44%, all right, currently sitting at $98,000 per Bitcoin. Now, any influencer that's telling you to buy Bitcoin right now, I would definitely not watch their channel or listen to them, because I think it's not a good time to buy Bitcoin. Nearly a double top on the RSI. RSI is currently sitting at 81. However, this is the daily chart, so we can be in the overbought area for quite a while. As you can see, we've got a fair value gap here, got a fair value gap here. These ones are quite important ones. Usually all of the fair value gaps, they don't all get filled, but some of them do a lot of the time. A lot of people kind of do their TA and they put everything manually, but if you know how to use indicators correctly and the right ones together, you don't really need to do it manually. You can just kind of operate and have everything done for you on the charts. Now we're currently at the overbought level. Let's just go over and look at the fear and greed index. So typically when we get to like extreme fear, extreme greed, we're going to be looking for a pullback, right? I'm expecting this go to 90 to 92 before we start to have a pullback. I could be wrong, but I'm expecting, just based on like historical data and past experience trading crypto and specifically Bitcoin, I'm expecting us to go to around 90 to 92 before we have a pullback, which kind of plays out with the charts as well, because this can go up a bit more to like 95, around these levels. If you look at the RSI, I'm expecting us to come back, find a bit of resistance at this level, which is 83,000, and then finally come back and probably have a retest of where we actually initially broke out. So around kind of 67,000 to potentially 72,000. So I wouldn't suggest shorting Bitcoin at this stage. But I mean, once we have a retest, I'll suggest putting in a long kind of around these levels, with a stop loss of maybe around, to be on the safe side in case we have a fake out, about 64,400, something like that. So if we fall below these EMAs, and then we're heading down aggressively, then it might be a fake out and then we get back above them. But I think at some point we're going to have to retest this level around here. All right, let's just zoom out for a second. Let's go to the monthly chart. Where are we? All right, so if you watch his channel a lot, you've probably seen this previously, but it looks like we're playing out as per previous cycles. So I'm not going to completely zoom in, but you've got 12 months till all-time high, from the halving. Okay, so I'll basically put that in there. 17 months, 19 months, and here I'm predicting it's going to be 17 to 20 months, okay, because it seems to be getting a couple of months longer each time. Now, as you can see, we're broken out here, all right? We're going to have to come and retest this at some point, because when you have a breakout, you usually come back and retest it and then go up there. Now, I'm predicting that this cycle, we're going to hit an all-time high between August 25 and December 25. However, it could even be a bit longer. It could even be kind of heading into 26, because it looks like we're in a super cycle at the moment. So we're currently at 98,000, just just under 98,000 per Bitcoin. Now, typically, just a psychological level is, I can see it's having a lot of resistance at 100k. So I can see it's hitting 100k, pulling back slightly. But before we have a full-on pullback, I think we're probably looking, just based on kind of TA and looking at the news in the markets, unless we have like a black swan event, I can see us hitting like 110 to 115 before we actually have a pullback. And then if you look at a lot of the altcoins, so let's go on like Solana, for example. And this is on the weekly, but let's drop down to like the 4-hour chart. As you can see, we've got a lot of sideways movement. It's edging up, but then here, like for the last couple of days, we've had like for the last 3 or 4 days, we've had a lot of sideways movement, and that's because all the dominance is in Bitcoin at the moment. So when Bitcoin is pumping like it's pumping, you'll typically see the altcoins either drop slightly or move sideways. Then the money will typically flow from Bitcoin into Ethereum, and this cycle I think it's going to flow into Solana as well. So we're going to have Bitcoin have a pullback, move up slightly, move sideways. That money is then going to move into Ethereum, into Solana. They're going to have blow off tops, and then we're going to basically they're going to have a pullback, and then it's going to flow into the other altcoins and then the meme coins. I think the main narrative for this cycle is actually going to be meme coins, but I mean they're going to go absolutely parabolic once the money starts coming from the high caps into the lower cap meme coins, and even some of the high cap meme coins as well. These ones are going to absolutely fly this cycle. But yeah, if you watch my last video, you'll see my price prediction for Solana, where I think it's going to go. Solana is actually one of my biggest holdings. But in regards to Bitcoin, I'd say definitely don't buy it, don't short it, kind of wait to see where it goes from here. We could even have a pullback at 100, but I think we're probably going to go to 110 to 115, shake out the long positions, have a pullback, retest these kind of levels at some point, and then we're going to basically continue sending. I think it's going to be very bullish, and we're going to hit the all-time high between August 25 and December 25, and I'm looking for a Bitcoin price of roughly between 130 to 150,000. We could fly through these levels, but this is what I'm predicting for Bitcoin: 130,000 to 150. I'd say maximum we could potentially, with a blow off top, hit $200,000, but I think that's unlikely this time around. So if we head over to the Bitcoin rainbow chart, we're currently in the hodl area here. All right, this isn't completely accurate, but if you use this with a number of other indicators, it's fairly useful. So what I typically look to do is exit once we get in the light orange area and the orange area. And if you want to find this, it's basically blockchaincenter.net. Okay, if you just basically Google Bitcoin rainbow chart, it will come up as well. Okay, so at the moment we're in the hodl area. I'm not really buying or selling anything at the moment. I'll start DCAing out once we get to like the orange and the light orange and the dark orange. And also what I do is I use the pi cycle top. So this is fairly accurate, this indicator. So typically once we pass this green, I'll just kind of keep it fairly simple, but once we pass this green line here, that's when we get to the parabolic stage of the cycle. This is when I'll start looking to exit heavily on a lot of my positions. So we're kind of over halfway there. Yeah, nearly over halfway there. And then once it gets to the parabolic stage, if you can see previously, like kind of this is probably where we are here, and then we go there, we tap it, we fall back, and then we completely break through it. And that's when you want to start exiting your positions heavily around here. Once we get close to that, I'm going to start DCAing out some small positions as well. And this is on coincodex.com as well. You can just Google pi cycle top Bitcoin and it will come up. And then if you look at like historical data as well, it tends to happen previously in the previous cycles. So the aim of this channel is to give you guys as much value as possible so you don't get wrecked, because most new people that come into crypto, retail buyers, they typically get wrecked in the first cycle, because most of retail comes in at kind of like these parabolic stages around here, and then you can see on like Google Trends the search for Bitcoin, everything's gone up, and this is when retail and people that are probably watching this video are going to come into the cycle, Google Bitcoin price prediction or Solana price prediction and stuff like that, and you'll see these YouTubers saying, yeah, buy Bitcoin and whatever, and Bitcoin probably sitting at 100k or even 150k, and they're telling you guys to go and buy it, and then it's only going to go down from there. So just do as much research as possible. Try and watch like tutorial videos, stuff that you're actually going to learn, and obviously don't go in with your life savings. The best time to buy Bitcoin and the best time to buy altcoins is obviously in the bear market. That's when you make the money, right? You don't make the money in the bull market. That's when you start selling things. So if you are new, if you are coming into crypto, you can still make a lot of money if you invest in the right projects, or even if you do futures and you follow a good trader. or a good team of traders. So just be careful when you come in. You don't want to buy big green candles. You want to wait for the retracement, and then you can obviously ape in and then start DCAing out of whatever project that you've bought into. And when you're looking for a good entry, what I typically do just personally is when we have a breakout, all right, you've got the confirmation of a breakout, you'll wait for the retracement and you'll enter on that retracement as well. So here I'll probably be entering, not specifically Bitcoin, but any other coins I'm looking at. If this will say Solana, for example, I'll wait for the fallback, and then I'll enter, and then you'll basically ride it up, and then you can do it on the DCA. So DCA is dollar cost averaging strategy. So what you'll do is, for instance, you'll buy it here, you'll buy it here, you'll buy it here, and then as it's going up, you'll sell it here, you'll sell it here, you'll sell it here. So in this instance, you'll wait for it to drop. You'll start buying around here, and then it might start going up a bit. You'll start buying, and then what you do is once it starts flying up, then you'll start selling. All right. That was just kind of a very, very basic example, but I'm going to do another video on how to DCA as well. So hopefully this video is useful. Hopefully it's good. I wouldn't advise anyone new in crypto to buy Bitcoin unless you're going to trade it in like long and short positions. And yeah, just be careful out there. Remember to like and subscribe to the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.